What's up, crypto fam? If you're sleeping on SUI right now, you might be missing out on one of the biggest opportunities in the entire blockchain space. We're talking about a layer 1 that's not just another Ethereum clone. This thing is literally bridging the gap between Web 2 and Web 3 in ways that could change everything. And the best part, we might be looking at a potential 5x from here. So buckle up, because today we're diving deep into why SUI could be your ticket to massive gains. Let me start by saying this: SUI isn't some random altcoin that popped up overnight. This is a serious layer 1 blockchain that launched in 2023 and has been absolutely crushing it in terms of technology and adoption. What we're dealing with here is something that processes 297,000 transactions per second with a time to finality of just 400 milliseconds. For context, that makes Ethereum look like it's running on dial-up internet. But speed isn't even the most exciting part about SUI. What really gets me pumped about this project is how they are solving one of crypto's biggest problems: user experience. Think about it for a second. How many of your friends or family members have tried to use MetaMask or Phantom Wallet and just given up because it's too complicated? Probably most of them, right? Well, SUI has completely flipped that script. They've created a system where you can literally set up a crypto wallet just by connecting your Google account. That's it. You sign in with Google, it generates a wallet for you, and boom, you're ready to transact in the crypto space. This might sound simple, but this is absolutely revolutionary for mass adoption. This is the bridge between Web 2 and Web 3 that we've all been waiting for. No more confusing seed phrases that people lose. No more complicated wallet setups that scare away newcomers. SUI has made crypto as easy as using any other app on your phone, and that's exactly what we need for the next wave of adoption. Now let's talk about what's happening with the price action, because this is where things get really interesting. SUI is currently sitting around $2.92, up about 1.8% on the day. That might not sound like much, but zoom out to the weekly chart and you'll see it's actually up over 8% in the last 7 days, climbing from around $2.74 to where we are now. We even saw it touch $3 recently, which is a great sign that there's buying pressure building. Sure, it's down about 10% over the past month, but that's actually created a perfect buying opportunity. Remember, we saw SUI bottom out around $2.30 back in late June, and it's been in a steady micro uptrend ever since. From a technical analysis perspective, this setup is looking absolutely beautiful. We've got a converging trend line that's been building since August 2024. This trend line has been tested multiple times, including a nice tap on April 7th, and recent price action shows we're basically dancing around this support level. What I'm watching for now is a break above the $3.90 resistance level. This is a crucial area because historically, when SUI breaks above major horizontal resistance levels with strong volume, we see explosive moves to the upside. Looking at the chart pattern, we could be looking at a potential 47% move just to get back to the previous highs from May. But here's where it gets even more interesting. The volume profile suggests that when this thing breaks out, it's going to break out hard. We're seeing a falling parallel channel formation, and these types of patterns typically break to the upside with significant force. I'm personally targeting an 18% move initially, which would break all major moving averages and potentially trigger algorithmic buying. The risk-reward here is absolutely incredible. We're sitting right at support with clear targets above us. If we break that $3.90 level with volume, the next stop is around $4.30, and from there, we could see a measured move to much higher levels. Now let's zoom out and talk about the bigger picture, because this is where SUI gets really exciting. Currently, SUI has a market cap of about $10 billion, which puts it in the top tier of layer 1 blockchains. But here's the thing, when you compare it to other major players in the space, SUI is still massively undervalued. Look at Solana, for example. Solana is sitting at an $81 billion market cap right now. While Solana is great, SUI has some serious advantages that could make it even more valuable long-term. The Google account integration alone is a game changer that could bring millions of new users into crypto. For my price prediction, I'm looking at a $50 billion market cap for SUI within the next 1 to 3 years. That might sound aggressive, but let me explain why I think this is not just possible, but probable. First, the technology is superior. With 297,000 TPS and sub-second finality, SUI can handle mainstream adoption without breaking a sweat. Second, the user experience is solved. No other blockchain has made crypto as accessible as SUI has. Third, the developer ecosystem is growing rapidly, with major projects and partnerships being announced regularly. If SUI hits that $50 billion market cap, we're looking at a 5x return from current levels. That would put the token price at approximately $14.70. For a blue-chip Layer 1 blockchain with this level of technology and adoption potential, that's actually conservative. To put this in perspective, the top 10 cryptocurrencies are all above $20 billion in market cap. SUI has the technology, partnerships, and vision to easily be a top 10 crypto. In fact, I'd argue it should be there already. The macro environment is also setting up perfectly for this move. We're seeing institutional adoption accelerating, retail interest building, and Layer 1s starting to differentiate themselves based on real utility rather than just hype. SUI checks all the boxes for what institutions and retail investors are looking for. The Web 2 to Web 3 bridge is particularly important right now. We're at a point where crypto needs to become mainstream to reach the next level of adoption. SUI is the first blockchain I've seen that actually makes crypto accessible to normal people without sacrificing security or decentralization. Think about the potential user base here. There are billions of people with Google accounts who could theoretically start using SUI-based applications tomorrow with zero learning curve. That's a total addressable market that dwarfs anything we've seen in crypto before. The partnerships and ecosystem development are also accelerating. Major companies are building on SUI because of its speed, security, and user-friendly approach. This isn't just speculation, we're seeing real adoption happening right now. From a trading perspective, I'm looking for that break above $3.90 with volume. If we get that confirmation, I'm targeting the $4.30, $4.50 range initially, with longer-term targets much higher. The risk-reward is heavily skewed to the upside at current levels. The weekly chart shows a clear uptrend that's been building for months. We're in the early stages of what could be a massive bull run for SUI, especially as more people discover its unique value proposition. One thing I want to emphasize is that this isn't just another altcoin pump. SUI has real technology, real adoption, and real utility. This is the type of project that can sustain long-term growth because it's solving actual problems in the crypto space. The Google account integration might seem like a small feature, but it's actually revolutionary. This removes the biggest barrier to crypto adoption: complexity. When your grandma can start using crypto as easily as she uses email, that's when we know we've hit mainstream adoption. Looking at the broader crypto market, we're entering a phase where utility and user experience are becoming more important than just hype and speculation. SUI is positioned perfectly for this shift because it actually delivers on both fronts. My prediction is that within the next bull cycle, SUI will be recognized as one of the premier Layer 1 blockchains alongside Ethereum and Solana. The technology is there, the team is executing, and the market is starting to take notice. If you're looking for a blue-chip crypto investment with serious upside potential, SUI should definitely be on your radar. We're talking about a potential 5x return to $14.70 within the next 1 to 3 years, which is incredibly attractive for a project with this level of established technology and adoption. The setup is beautiful, the fundamentals are strong, and the timing couldn't be better. SUI is one of those rare opportunities where the risk-reward is heavily skewed in your favor. Don't sleep on this one, it could be the breakout star of the next bull run.